I believe we are live, folks. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dead by Daylight. I got some things I got to get off my chest. Let's get into a game and let's talk about Dead by Daylight. Now, quick shout out to Noob3 because I saw his video the other day and I was inspired to make this video because everything he said was perfect. Everything. I mean, first and foremost, let me just start off by saying that I like this game. I like Dead by Daylight because it's challenging to me. I like the fact that I can run away from a killer. I like the fact that I have to do generators. I don't know, the whole rush is just challenging and it's different. And I like that. But just like every game, there's problems. The only difference is the problems in this game can easily be fixed. But the developers don't want to fix it because they're heavily biased toward the killers. How? Well, you got add-ons and powers that makes them invincible. What are you talking about, Arrow? Well, you got, first and foremost, you got Scratched Mirror and you got Tombstone on Michael Myers. You know, Scratched Mirror lets you see any survivor within a certain range in Tier 1. And in Tier 1, you have no terror radius, so you mix that with different perks, boom, you're getting a 4K. Tombstone, I don't even need to talk about Tombstone. Then you got a speed cloaking Wraither. Wraith. I mean, the Wraith is already fast enough as it is. You give him add-ons to make him faster while he's invisible? Come on now. And then you got the body blocking Hag. You got the insta-down Clown and Huntress. You got the prayer bead Spirit that lets her phase quietly and can snatch you off of generators at any point. And then you got, oh my god, let's not forget about Legion. I mean, I don't really need to say more about Legion. And then you got their perks, killer perks, that lets them pair it up with their add-ons to make them even more invincible. You got Ruin, the best perk in the game, that slows the game down tremendously. Barbecue and Chili, it lets you see where everybody is whenever you hook a survivor for 4 seconds. Nurse's Calling, I mean, God, Nurse's Calling is pretty underrated. I don't know why more people don't run with that. You got Rancor. Rancor is an obsession perk. I don't really hate it, but I mean, the fact that you can kill, or that your obsession is exposed at the end of the game. You got the Huntress Lullaby. I don't care what people say about the Huntress Lullaby. That is a good perk. You got Thrill of the Hunt that lets you see whenever people are working on your totems. And then you got Noed. And, I mean, Noed, right? But I'm gonna get back on that. Let's jump into this game and let me just show you guys the kind of nonsense that happens in this game. And I mean, there's all this talk about Noed, right? The biggest counter to Noed is always saying, just do totems. Shout out, oh my god, and let's not talk about lag. Just do totems. Shout out to O'Breezy for the quote. O'Breezy 2019. People want to counter Noed by saying, or people who counter Noed say, we can't find totems. And then the people that counter that always say, oh, well, use Detective Hunch. Use a map. Designate one person to only get totems. And here's my concern with that. You got Thrill of the Hunt that lets you see whenever somebody's working on a totem. And you can just tunnel that person until you see when the next person's working on the totem as well. And then you got no picking for the designated survivor, for that designated survivor. So if you designate one person to just doing totems, how is that fair for them? Tell me, how is that fair for them? hey, buddy, I want you to only do totems this game. Get all 5 totems while we get the unhooks, we get the gens, and we get the chase points. I mean, come on now. Then they want to counter the whole perks nonsense by saying, oh, but survivors have good perks. No. Survivors have about 3 good perks. Oh, well, what about Sprint Burst? Sprint Burst is 3 seconds. And every killer is faster than a survivor, right? So, if Sprint Burst lasts 3 seconds, the killer is obviously going to catch up within 3 seconds. You tell me what I'm going to do in 3 seconds that helps me escape a killer. Oh, well, what about Balanced Landing? Balanced Landing? Really? Because killers don't have any staggering effects. Balanced Landing does not work. Because all you have to do is lunge forward when somebody uses Balanced Landing and you still get the hit. It's ridiculous. Balanced Landing is supposed to work to sprint out of that stagger into a sprint burst and escape the killer. But it doesn't work if the killer's right on top of you even when you use Balanced Landing. It's a useless perk. A lot of people can run it effectively, but me personally, I don't like it. What about Borrowed Time? Oh, come on, buddy. What about Borrowed Time? Borrowed Time got nerfed, guys. It used to only affect survivor, or it used to affect the person unhooking the survivor and the person getting unhooked by the survivor. Now it only affects the person getting unhooked by the survivor, and you have to mend after it. Which, to be honest, I don't mind that. I really don't. Because before, if you didn't have self-care, or if somebody didn't come and heal you, you would go down right away. So I do kind of like that. Meg, are you going to heal this guy or what? Then they want to talk about adrenaline. Adrenaline only works at the end of the game, right? Only at the end of the game. So if you're getting tunneled and camped throughout the whole game, adrenaline's not going to work. It's a good perk, but it only works if you can make it to the end of the game. And not every survivor is going to make it to the end of the game. On top of the fact that there's no-ed. So if you get hit with a no-ed, adrenaline is useless. So tell me, which perks are good for a killer, for a survivor? I run Dead Hard. Dead Hard is good. I'm using Self-Care. Self-Care is good. These are the 2 perks that I use every single time I go into a game. And then I just randomly go through different perks. Because these are the only 2 perks that are good for me. I bet you that's a Tombstone Myers right there, because it took them forever to get into tier 3. Then you got Decisive Strike. No Tombstone, okay. Then you got Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike is getting nerfed. That has to be the stupidest thing of all time. You only get 60 seconds. Okay, it only works when you unhook somebody. Am I not running defensive? No, I'm not. Can we talk about hitboxes for 1 second? Hitboxes are the worst thing this game has created. Killers can literally swing in any general direction and hit you. Did you see that? I didn't even get touched. I obviously... can somebody clip that? Oh my... Killers can literally swing in any general direction, and it'll hit you. Let's not talk about the HAG. with her lunge. Let's not talk about the Huntress with her hitbox. Freddy with his lunge. There are killers out there who don't even have to hit you, and it works for them. They can down you. Windows and pallets don't even matter, people, because you can throw down a pallet and still get hit. You can vault a window and you can still get hit. What's the point of them? Tell me, somebody, what is the point of windows and pallets if you can still get hit through them? It doesn't make sense. And look at this. Look at this. And then there's tunneling. He didn't tunnel me, but he was there. He was there. There's no argument against hitboxes. Killer mains even say that hitboxes are kind of are BS, because there are times where they see that they shouldn't have gotten a hit on that survivor. So if you can counter a hitbox, you don't deserve to talk to me about this game. Then there's camping. Now, not every killer does this, but what? You see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying? And I bet you he ran Nurse's calling. That's why he was able to see me. Because how did he go from all the way over there to where I was at the Grim Pantry? Anyway, then there's camping. Now, not every killer does this, but why does one have to? If you can successfully loop a killer for a couple of gems, you'll get camped. If you insta-heal or decisive in front of some killers, you'll get camped. Leatherface, I don't know what it is about you Leatherface killers, but y'all automatically camp for some reason. I don't know if it's a perk, but y'all boys camp. Now, the counter to this is don't be toxic or don't piss off the killer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm playing the game correctly by looping a killer, making sure that I don't get down. Making sure that I don't get down. If I don't get down, then I get face camped after I do get down. Where's the logic in that? Why do I have to be punished for trying to survive? Now, last but not least, what can this game fix in order to make it better? Me personally, like I said, I like this game because it's challenging. There's a lot of negatives to it, but at the end of the day, I keep coming back to it to play it every single day because I like the challenge. There are good killers out there that make this game better, that make this game fun, like it should be. But when you go up against the Leatherfaces and the hitboxes and the campers and the tunneling, just make it so that killers get punished for doing the wrong thing. Developers have said that you don't get punished for tunneling, for camping, for looping, which I understand the looping part because I'm trying to survive, but face camping? For tunneling? If I get unhooked, why are you coming back for me? If I hit you with... I mean, I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Please fix the hitboxes. Please punish the killers who camp so they don't camp. If you punish the killers that camp, then they won't camp. And please, by God, nerf NOED. Please nerf NOED. You should not be punished for doing generators. And people will say that, oh, well, killers shouldn't be punished from Decisive Strike. Okay, buddy, but Decisive Strike stuns a killer for a maximum of 4 seconds. Okay? 4 seconds. Where are you going and what are you doing in 4 seconds? How far can you get in 4 seconds? You're already in the exposed state, so you just get downed instantly. All you're doing is adding 7 or 8 more seconds to a chase. Unless you're really, really good, then you can keep looping. But, you know, I haven't run into any of those survivors yet. I think this game should have Survivor add-ons. I think that's what it should have. Survivor add-ons. Ditch the toolbox, ditch the medkit, ditch the flashlight, ditch the key, ditch the map. Give survivors add-ons that are similar to Killer. You got Scratch Mirror and Tombstone with Myers. You got the cloaking thing with the Wraith. You got the insta down with the clown. You got all these different things for killers, but you give common toolboxes and common medkits. Fire! Oh my God! Firecrackers and winter party starters. Whoa! Like, maybe here's the thing. Okay, so I main Meg, right? Her 3 teachable perks are Sprint Burst, Quick and Quiet, and Adrenaline. So I'm thinking, instead of having a toolbox or a medkit or any of that, make add-ons so that it helps the survivor perks, like it does with the killer. You can give the Carter notes for the doctor. You can do the Scratch Mirror with Myers. You can do many different things. You can do even the Splinter, whatever the hell it is with the Wraith that lets you play as another killer. I mean, like, what is that? So I'm thinking, give add-ons to survivors that help their 3 teachable perks. So like something like make Sprint Burst 10 seconds with a purple add-on, or make Quick and, you know what I'm saying? Like give survivors something that helps their 3 teachable perks. And obviously don't give them, like, if I'm maining Meg, don't give me an add-on that helps for Dead Hard. You know what I'm saying? That can only work for David. Just give me something that helps with only Meg's perks. I think that'll be fair, right? So that's how I see it. I'm gonna keep playing this game, but let me know what you guys think about this whole nonsense. I've said all I've needed to say. Let's knock out this last game and let's stop complaining. Let me know. If I've said anything, let me know in the comments. But all right. This gameplay will be up on YouTube later. Oh, can I also talk about the wait time in the lobbies? I played this game long enough to have been rank 1 multiple times at rank 1, and I can't find a damn game to save my life. They're bringing in dedicated servers in the summer and whatnot, but you tell me how good that's going to be. Dedicated servers. I can't wait for that. Can't wait. Because the wait times in lobbies, absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god. I'm sitting in a lobby with my friend for about 20 minutes at most, at least sometimes. And we can't find a damn game to save our lives, and we're similar rank. Just about. Please fix that. Is it a hag? It's a trapper. Let me get in front of you. Jeez, look at that! I mean, the lag in this game is ridiculous too. Because it's the killer that loads up the game. So if the killer lags, then everybody lags. Please fix this. Please. What? Now watch this. I'm gonna try to go for the save. I bet you any money the killer will be camping that basement. There's the NOED totem right there. Can already guarantee it. Can already guarantee it. Because nobody else likes to do totems for whatever reason, and then they'll complain about getting hit with NOED. Look at this. Look at this guy, bro. What do you need to camp the basement for? If you throw him in the basement... Alright. You just shut up. You just shut up. Stop complaining. You saw me. Look at this lag, bro. He's gonna die because he camped the basement. This is insane, bro. Anybody that tells me that this game doesn't heavily favor killers can fight me. They can fight me, honestly. I live in Boynton Beach, Florida. I will buy you a plane ticket. So dumb. So dumb. You know that you know a game is falling apart when the developers of the game tell you to play something else. When the developers of this game tell you to play something else. Like, what do you say to that? Fix the game. Oh, play something else. What do you say to that? How do you respond to that? If somebody's not willing to work on their game to make it balanced, which it should be, because it's really not. I know it's supposed to favor killers, because that's how this game was designed originally. But that's how you adapt. You adapt so that it caters to both. Is he just standing there? What is he doing? Yeah, I don't know, guys. If you're a killer main, please talk to me after this game is over. Please talk to me in the comment section. Because I know people will complain about Decisive. I know people will try to defend NOED. But there's really no fixing it. Killers control this thing. Survivors do not control this thing. I cannot single-handedly do 5 generators, break all 5 totems, and unhook everybody. I can't do it by myself. I have to rely on competent teammates. But when my teammates just stand around or try to be or just idiots. If these guys are idiots, then how? Look at that. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? That's just how it goes, man. At the end of the day, there's always going to be people that complain. Killer mains are going to complain about survivors. Survivor mains are going to complain about killers. But at the end of the day, developers will always listen to the killers because nobody wants to play killer anymore. So they're going to favor killers so that way people can start playing killer again. And it's not fair. It really isn't fair to survivors. It's not. Because then nobody's going to want to play survivor. That's why it takes forever to load into lobbies, because nobody wants to play as a survivor. You can't get 4 men in a lobby because nobody wants to play this as a survivor. I mean, look at this guy. You hear the heartbeat the whole time through. This guy's camping the basement for what? Like, what are you afraid of, bro? I hope you guys have enjoyed Dead by Daylight, my little rant. It'll be up on YouTube later if you've missed the whole thing, but I just needed to get this off my chest. I'm probably going to play some more off stream, but I just needed to say what I needed to say because this is kind of ridiculous, honestly. Kind of ridiculous. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you guys in another stream. I'm out. Good night.